E.T. and Moai, the Genesis statues. This video includes a slide presentation. Hi, my name is Macaulay. I am experiencer, contractee since 1991. Nearly 3 decades of experiences gave me tons of subjects to think about it. E.T. led me to experience Book of Ascension in 2011, and it was such an otherworldly experience. In the climax of it, they took me to be their environment for a short period. I was standing all white, spacious, slightly curved hallway with a huge window. Outside was space, twinkling stars with vibrant colors in purplish to lavender hue. And then I saw their home planet below and their moons. There were 2 moons. That point I understood I am not in the Earth orbit. Next, E.T. looking down me with total silence. It was up close personal range. They turned my emotion off somehow, and I did not shock or fall into panic or anything. I was fully awake laying down on the table of some kind. Able to think, but I did not feel my body at all. And same time I did not react to anything. Because of it, I could see in details of that being's head and facial features. I will tell you more about this later. Since then, my curiosities toward the ancient civilizations, such as Egypt, Sumer, and others all over the globe escalated. I found fascinating similarities for all. Includes Ropa, Easter Island. And it took me to understand next phase of this experiments. You may think how this video related to ET contact protocols. Do not worry. It's highly related subject before getting into the topic of the seat of consciousness. Those experiences led me to think about human physiology and energetics. They can turn off my emotion, keep my mental clarity and thinking ability intact without reacting to the out-of-this-world circumstance. How can they do this? Which means they know how to turn off emotional reaction. They know how human could react under this kind of circumstances. I am sure I was not the first one to invited to be there to encounter with them. They have been done this before with many Earth humans. Includes pharaohs from ancient Egypt and other spiritually highly evolved beings all over the earth. Egyptologists think pharaohs interested about life after death. But probably not. They have been guided from them to master the arts of energetic conscious technologies. To visit their ancestors, who live in another world, which means another celestial sphere. The famous Book of Dead is not about life after death. Formal name is Book of Coming Forth by Day. It about how human consciousness can travel to the stars. This ET experiences took me to the oldest, the pyramid text, following the earlier Palermo stone. Decoding the pyramid text in my way with my experiences, I started to understand what it's all about, and it led me to understand the world of the Book of Coming Forth by Day, which is the Book of Ascension. I suspected ancient Egypt religion or their worldview probably came from Sumer region. And it took me to grasp the oldest religious temple complex, Göbekli Tepe, in Turkey. Then long mind journey cut short. It took me to the Moai statues, Ropa, Easter Island. In 2012 excavation of Easter Island's iconic statues revealed new height. The bodies covered in mysterious designs and symbols. When I saw these photographs, designs, and symbols curved to the back of stature, I understood what it's all about. Its designs and symbols are mysterious for in general population. This particular Moai statue, it is telling their understanding about evolution process. The Moai statues are so mysterious because it's beyond understanding. It triggers you to think about it. Can you guess what is this? It is the map. The very first stage of the evolutionary process in microscopic biology. It's the Genesis stature. Designs and symbols are focused on new relation process. Do you know about new relation? Probably not unless you studied biology or became a medical doctor. New relation refers to the folding process in vertebrate embryos, which includes the transformation of the neural plate into the neural tube, which will later differentiate into the spinal cord and the brain. And it will eventually form the central nervous system. The new relation process engraved in the back of Moai is without a doubt. This statue is talking about how human form from what to the next on the microscopic scale. And this Moai statue itself is the seat of consciousness, which it resides inside of your central nervous system. Because the genesis starts from there. The neural plate. I will tell you this later with more depth and details. Ancient Ropa Nu people, probably wisest, priests or shamans were dedicating this to their ancestors in the celestial sky. And at the same time, it is the gift to people of the future, which is you. And it's related to ET contacts. How could they grasp this? How did they understand the new relation process in that ancient time? How did they know about this? They depicted it graphically. It is the three-dimensional textbook telling where to look and what to understand. And other similar statues and stelae, strange artifacts all over the globe indicate the same thing. They wanted you to know about the Genesis sequences. They wanted you to know who brought you here. This phenomenon is not only from Ropa Nu, but most of the ancient civilizations are also telling the same thing. Stone plates from Göbekli Tepe are the Genesis plates with little different translations and complexity. But ideas are the same. They all are telling about the seat of consciousness. It holds the key you to evolve. You are evolving to the next species shift to happen. I will tell you more about the seat of consciousness. Until then, have a good day.